Nicole.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Speaker Johnson has said on a number of occasions that he believes that Congress should codify some of these actions that the administration is taking. What are Democrat strategies to try to counter that? I mean, take, for instance, the Department of Education. There's already a bill introduced by Congressman Tom Massey. So kind of what's the strategy to counter any potential codification down the road?
Great. Bring it in committee. Let the Education Committee debate it. Bring it to the floor. If they have the votes to pass some of these things, then we'll see. If they have the votes to cut dramatically public education funding, then we'll see. If Republicans want to genuinely debate costs, we're willing to have those discussions. But right now we see an unwillingness, as you saw from the press conference before, is, they don't know a plan. They don't have any idea when this is going to come up. So we're going to continue to focus our energy on highlighting what it is they're seeking to do here. And while we're home next week in our districts, we're going to continue to talk about Department of Education cuts. We're going to talk about cuts in our communities, cuts to health care that are clearly in the future. Those are the things that we will highlight to the American public and make our case to the American public that they did not elect Elon Musk to engage in taking the privacy protections away from folks, and that their focus and agenda here is to pass $5 trillion of tax cuts to billionaires and corporations at the expense of public education and health care in our communities.
I'd like to I just want to say there's a reason why they're trying to do this the way that they're doing it and not include Congress. It's because they don't want that oversight. They don't want us to have committee hearings and be able to ask the questions. Because similar to the bill that Mr. Massey introduced, I introduced a bill to protect public education. And I think what we have to do as Democrats, like I said before, is help the American public to understand what that means. People might say we need to reduce the size of government and save money. They're not talking about saving money to put it back in the pockets of the American people. And I think as parents begin to understand, wait a minute, that means that my child won't get the services that they need, or the school around the corner is going to shut down, or we can no longer have before or after school programs. We have to start communicating with people, not about bills and titles, but this is what this means for you and your family. And I expect that as people begin to better appreciate that, there will be a public outcry. And as we've seen with just about all of the executive orders that this administration has rolled out, when public sentiment pushes back, they back down. They recoil. They backtrack their steps. They clarify what they meant. And I think this is going to be a time when the American people, not just the members of Congress or the media, the American people are going to say, we will not disinvest in public education. We will not take away opportunity for so many children. We will not eliminate Pell Grants and all of the programs that help for people from low-income communities to go to college and then go back to those communities and help out, that create a workforce that's ready for an emerging economy. I think as the American people begin to understand, well, oh, wait a minute, I didn't realize that's what this meant. And that's across all the departments. I think that there's going to be public outcry and pushback, and that's why they don't want to do this through the regular order and congressional processes with oversight, where we're asking the questions and they're forced to answer them. That's why they don't want to bring Elon Musk before Congress. If you are so confident in what you're doing and believe you have the support of the American people, come before the Congress and spell that out, which they're not willing to do.